Yo, what's going on? What's happening? Okay, so let's kick it. Will black people ever get reparations? You know what I'm saying? From, slavery. And I'm gonna put it to you like this. Have you ever loaned out money to like a family member, a friend or something like that? You know what I'm saying? And that family member or friend knows that they owe you money, but they also know that if they don't pay you back the money that they borrow from you, that you ain't gonna do nothing about it. Well, that's the same way I feel, towards the non-blacks. Like, the non-blacks know that we basically built this country, that we work for them for free. But they also know that black people are not strong enough to demand the money. You know what I'm saying? Like, be on some, like, yo, you better pay up. Like, you owe me. And that's crazy to me. And then let me tell you something else too. Straight up. I just don't understand why the United States won't give black people reparations. I really don't. You want to know why? Because most black people are going to take that money and throw it right back into the American economy. Straight up. We're going to do what we normally do when we get money, whether it's taxes, whether it's, someone hits it big in lottery or something like that, or inheritance or whatever. We going, college, financial aid, that extra money on the side that you get after, you pay all your bills and all that stuff for, for college. We gonna do what we normally do. We gonna blow it. That's all we gonna do. So I really don't get it. It has to be something else that's a little bit more deeper. You know what I'm saying? Because America got the money. Maybe it's like they haven't found out like a specific amount that they should give black people, and who's black people, like what black people should get it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, you got all types of black people here. You got black people that came, that lived in Caribbeans and come from Africa, et cetera, et cetera. But I'm just saying, just for the sake of the conversation, if they did give us money, all we gonna do is throw it back in a pot. We're not gonna take that money and invest in ourselves in the community. We're not gonna do that. We don't even have the infrastructure to do that. We don't have anyone, or a council or something to speak on our behalf, to make, to govern over us, per se. To make sure that, that if we were to get some type of money, that person or persons would distribute it the right way where black people can advance in America. We don't have that. You can't rely on the Rainbow Coalition, the NAACP, please. Al Sharpton, people such as your Al Sharptons, Jesse Jacksons of the world, please. Please. So maybe they feel as though that they owe us so much, and they have to print up so many notes, fiat notes, to the point where it's gonna, cause an imbalance. Like there's not enough. There will be too much paper money out there, and it'll mess up the economy, because they know what black people gonna do. If I know what black people gonna do, they know what black people are gonna do. And it's crazy. Let me tell you something, man. We had an opportunity of a lifetime, and I wasn't born, so you can't blame it on me. Had I been born and at that time I was able to make the decision along as well as with others, I would have said no. But we had a pivotal moment in time. That's when we had our own shit, and we decided that we want to integrate. We wanted to integrate. That's some shit that we should have never done. Never done. Because ever since, and I know that people have said it 1,000 times over, ever since we've integrated, shit has gotten worse. You know what I'm saying? Shit has gotten worse for us. We barely have black-owned businesses. But prior to integration, where there was segregation, we had no choice but to have black-owned businesses. We had no choice but to, you know what I'm saying, do for self. So I think that was the biggest mistake that the black community or the black race made, was to integrate. I just don't get it. But then again, I do. If you're trying to prove something, if you're trying to prove to massa that you're more than 3/5 of a man, I guess you would integrate. If you're trying to say that massa's water is more colder or better than the black man's water, I guess you will integrate. Straight up. And it's like, you know, let me tell you, man, if we was really serious about reparations, we wouldn't be going around still working on their jobs, working for them. We wouldn't be wearing their names on our shirts, jackets, pants, sneakers, etc. Like, you think, no. See, this is the thing. Like, I'm not really smart. I just got common sense. And I what I do is I turn a macrocosm into a microcosm. And I look at it that way. So I look at it like on a street level. You know what I'm saying? Like, if somebody owed me money, I wouldn't buy their clothes. I wouldn't support them. But we do. You owe me money and I'm working for you? That don't make sense to me. It just don't. It just don't. Like, the minute that man really was like, yo, seriously, we ain't paying y'all shit, we should have bounced. Straight up. See, I can't like say things like threatening a threatening way on YouTube, but we should have, like, if we didn't, I'm gonna put it to you this way. If we weren't gonna rock his snot box, then we should have bounced. Cause that's the thing. Like, if somebody owe you money and they say, yo, we ain't gonna pay, you rock that snot box and see if you know what I'm saying? But we chumps. We got all the heart in the world when it comes to being in the projects and stepping to one another when someone owes you money. Man, I've seen people kill. When straight up kill someone because someone owes them money in a hood. But when it comes to your man, to the non-black, he owes us, whew, no telling, man. Matter of fact, I'm gonna be real with you. If he really was like fair and square with it, you know what I'm saying? Half of the United States should be ours. Because we're not even talking about, like, you know, with us, you know, contributing to the inventions and the things that we innovated for them. Because, you know, once, I hate to talk about it like this, but, you know, at one point in time, we were chattel property. We were owned by him. So whatever we invented and innovated, he took the glory for it. We're not talking about, you know, us building the White House and everything else that we've done in the United States of America, spelled with 3 Ks, while we were enslaved. So, to be real with you, he owes us half of the country, if not all of it. And it's like, the nerve. But he knows that black people are weak and they could be punked. Straight up. And they busy chasing after the illusion. Because that's what the non-blacks give you, the illusion. You know what I'm saying? Or they'll call it the American dream. That they know most people, especially nowadays, man, can't achieve. You know what I'm saying? Inflation is going up. You know, it would be like if they did, let's just look at it like this. If they did give us reparation, it would be a great time, you know what I'm saying, to give blacks a little bit of money. I mean, to be real with you, coming from, you know, racist ass non-blacks, they'll say that we been got our reparations through welfare system. Woo, boy, oh boy. But you know what's so funny? I mean, to be real with you, black people too uppity to milk the system. Straight up. So even if it were available for everyone to be under welfare, you know what I'm saying? Black people wouldn't do that. Black people want to work hard for theirs. Haven't you worked hard enough though? Like seriously, haven't your ancestors worked hard enough? Like when people, you know, when non-blacks talk this shit about how black people are lazy, I'll be saying in my mind, I'm perplexed about that situation. Like how? Ever since we've been here in this country called America, spelled with three K's, we've worked. And we fought hard. In the civil rights movement, we not only fought hard for blacks to be here, but also non-blacks, foreigners. But you gonna have the nerve to call us lazy? Man, you out of your mind. You out of your mind, man. Straight up, man. Black people are so meek and so weak when it comes to non-blacks. We strong. And we kick that bullshit, you know what I'm saying, towards one another. We won't tolerate or won't take no shit from one another. But when it comes to the non-blacks, oh man, we'll take all the shit in the world that they got to deliver. And that's crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? You got rappers out there rapping, talking about how much money they got, this, that, and so forth, blah, 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 and da-da-da-da-da. Well, I tell you what, America owes you. I'll say it like this. Your ancestors, America owes your ancestors money. So therefore, they owe you money. You gonna pull up at the White House? You gonna pull up at Capitol Hill? You gonna do that? You gonna ask Congress, give me the Addy? Show me the Addy so I can pull up and get my money? No, you're not gonna do that. No, you're not gonna do that. And that's my point. And then you got other black people. This is crazy. So there are other black, there are some black people that will totally disagree that America owes us money. So there's some black people, like we can't even come together to come to a agreement that America owes us money. As a community. That's crazy to me, man. That's crazy. That's crazy. We never gonna get it. You know what I'm saying? Don't expect it. Don't expect the check in the mail. Before we get it, Ukraine gotta get it. Get some. Israel gotta get some. Yo, bridges gotta be built. I mean, seriously, America make every excuse in the world. You know what I'm saying? You remember? You remember what's love got to do with it? Where Ike was in court and with Tina Turner. And in the United States of America is Ike. And Ike said, I gotta pay these bills. I gotta do this. I gotta do that, and all my money's tied up. And we Tina Turner, we've been abused by America and all. And Tina Turner's like, I just want my name. That's it. You can have everything. I just want the name. Well, United States of America's, the name stays here. Is that my dad's name? And that's true though. Most of our last names come from the slave master. We were Jefferson's slaves. Williamson's slaves. Jackson slaves. That's crazy, man. So if you looking for reparations, you can can it. It ain't gonna ever happen. Ever. Straight up. And that's because, you know, blacks won't strong arm a nigga. It's just that plain and simple. You know what I'm saying? I've never heard of a situation where one person loans someone some money, and that person's like, yo, I give it back to you. But then that person's like, damn, this motherfucker ain't nothing but a chump. I don't really necessarily have to give it back to him. And don't give it back and don't nothing happen. I've never heard of that. I mean, at least from the people that I know. But that's exactly what America has done and still continues to do. Like, I ain't giving you shit, and what? And then, you know, there are some non-blacks that are just on some shit like, we don't owe y'all shit. That was a long time ago. Like, I just don't understand blacks, man, for real. Seriously, at this point, man, I mean, damn Brazil, fucking South America, fucking the Caribbeans, Africa. There's so many different options out there. But, you know, most of us have Stockholm Syndrome. We can't do without massa. Seriously, I'll be like, yo, man, I'm trying to, you know, move to Brazil. You coming? And black people be like, oh. Massa coming with us? And it's just, it's sickening. I'm done with the rant. I'm out. Peace.